What if you couldn't make new memories? How would you know who to trust? What if the story of your life was told backwards, and the hero you thought you knew was actually the villain? Today, we're diving deep into the fragmented, mind-bending world of Christopher Nolan's masterpiece, Memento, a film that doesn't just tell a story, it makes you experience the broken mind of its protagonist. This isn't just a movie, it's a puzzle box that challenges our very understanding of memory, truth, and identity. So, grab your Polaroids and a pen, because you're going to want to remember this. Memento introduces us to Leonard Shelby, a man on a mission. He's hunting for the man who attacked him and his wife, a crime that left his wife gone and him with a rare and devastating condition, anterograde amnesia. He can remember everything about his life before the incident, but he can't form any new long-term memories. Every 15 minutes or so, his mind resets. He wakes up in a strange motel room, not knowing how he got there. He meets people, has conversations, and then, moments later, it's as if they never existed. His world is a constant state of confusion, a present moment that vanishes as soon as it arrives. So, how does a man with no short-term memory solve a complex mystery? Leonard develops an ingenious, if desperate, system. He lives his life by a strict set of rules, compensating for his broken mind with a web of external reminders. He carries a stack of Polaroid pictures, each with a handwritten note on the back. "This is my car. Don't believe his lies. He is the one. Kill him." These photos are his immediate reality. For more permanent, crucial facts, he uses his own body as a canvas. His chest, his arms, his legs are covered in tattoos, key facts, and clues etched into his skin so they can never be lost. John G. raped and murdered my wife. Find him and kill him. His entire existence is an elaborate, self-constructed system of notes, photos, and tattoos, a fragile scaffold he builds to give his life meaning and purpose. It's a brilliant depiction of how we all, in our own ways, construct narratives to make sense of the chaos of life. We rely on our memories to tell us who we are, but Leonard has to rely on these physical artifacts. The question is, can they be trusted? Now, this is where Memento transcends from a clever premise to a work of cinematic genius. The film's structure mirrors Leonard's mental state. It throws us, the audience, directly into his disorientation. The film is told through two alternating timelines. The main narrative, shown in full color, unfolds in reverse chronological order. Each scene begins, we see the outcome of an event, and then the scene plays out, ending right before the previous scene began. We're constantly asking, wait, how did we get here? Just like Leonard. We piece together the story backward, from effect to cause. We see a man dead on the floor, and only later do we learn why Leonard shot him. This reverse structure is disorienting, confusing, and absolutely brilliant. It forces us to experience the world as Leonard does, arriving in the middle of a situation with no context. Running parallel to this backward color narrative is a second storyline filmed in stark black and white. This timeline moves forward chronologically. In these scenes, we find Leonard in a motel room talking on the phone, explaining his condition, and recounting the story of a man he once investigated as an insurance agent named Sammy Jankis. Sammy also suffered from a form of amnesia, and his story serves as a cautionary tale, a parallel that becomes more and more significant as the film progresses. These black and white scenes provide exposition and a seemingly stable anchor in the swirling chaos of the color sequences. They move forward, the color scenes move backward, and the entire film is a countdown to the moment these two timelines will collide. The climax of the film isn't at the end, it's in the middle, where the black and white timeline turns to color, revealing the truth that sets the entire reverse narrative in motion. It's a structural marvel that no film had ever attempted so effectively before. The true gut punch of Memento isn't just its clever structure. It's the revelation of its deeply unreliable narrator. Throughout the film, we trust Leonard. We are in his head, we share his confusion, and we root for him on his quest for vengeance. He seems like a tragic hero, a man robbed of his memory but not his purpose. But as the timelines converge, the foundation of his reality and ours begins to crumble. We learn that the people around him, like Teddy and Natalie, are manipulating him for their own ends, using his condition against him. Teddy tells him he's already found and killed the man responsible, perhaps even a year ago. He suggests that Leonard is now stuck in a loop, hunting a ghost because the hunt is the only thing that gives his life meaning. But the most devastating twist involves the story of Sammy Jankis. Leonard has used Sammy's story as a way to understand his own condition, to prove that his own case is different, that he can function. The black and white timeline culminates in a shocking reveal. Teddy claims that Sammy was a fraud, but that Sammy's wife, who was diabetic, couldn't accept it. She tested Sammy's love and his memory by asking him to administer her insulin shots over and over again on the same day, hoping he would remember and stop. He didn't. She slipped into a fatal coma. But then Teddy drops the final bomb. Sammy Jankis didn't have a wife. It was Leonard's wife who was diabetic. It was Leonard who, through a tragic repetition driven by his condition, was responsible for his wife's death. The story he told himself about Sammy was a memory he had unconsciously transposed onto someone else to escape his own unbearable guilt. This is the core of Memento. Leonard is not just a victim of circumstance, he is the architect of his own deception. Faced with a truth too painful to live with, he chooses to create a new one. In the film's final moments, which are chronologically its beginning, we see him make a conscious choice. After Teddy reveals the truth, Leonard decides to burn the evidence and write a new clue for himself. Do not believe his lies. He chooses to frame Teddy as his next John G. He willingly sets himself on a new path of vengeance, not for justice, but to give himself a puzzle to solve, a reason to exist. He chooses a lie over the truth because the lie gives him purpose. The film asks us, are we any different? Don't we all curate our memories, emphasizing the good, forgetting the bad, to create a story about ourselves that we can live with? Leonard just does it with Polaroids and tattoos. Memento was a game changer. It cemented Christopher Nolan's reputation as a master of intricate, high-concept storytelling and left an indelible mark on the psychological thriller genre. Its influence can be seen in countless films and TV shows that have played with non-linear narratives and unreliable narrators since. But its power endures because it's more than just a clever puzzle. It's a profound and unsettling meditation on the very nature of self. If your identity is built on your memories, and your memories can be lost, manipulated, or even deliberately falsified, then who are you, really? The film doesn't offer easy answers. Instead, it leaves us with the chilling idea that maybe we are the stories we choose to tell ourselves, whether they're true or not. It's a masterpiece that stays with you long after the credits roll, a fragmented memory you'll find yourself piecing together again and again. Thanks so much for watching. What's your favorite mind-bending movie? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.